Hi, I'm Lisa. To be honest, in the group and the boot camp and all that, when I was saying to you, you've changed my life. It's actually true. It is actually. It sounds so dramatic and so emotional, but it is actually true. I was at a time of massive anxiety, just every day, just feeling not well, just nothing wrong, but just not feeling aching muscles and joints aching and all that stuff. And so I kind of launched actually just before the boot camp in November, I think we did it. I launched into, right, I'm going to heal myself physically, mentally, and spiritually. So here we go. The boot camp just made it so easy because I usually, this is terrible. I used to starve myself badly, calling it intermittent fasting, but just when you get beyond hungry and I go, okay, well, I haven't eaten all day, but I just won't eat now and then I'll eat tomorrow. It was great. I was thin, but just not healthy at all. So the smoothies really propelled me into looking after myself. And I maintained them all the way through the boot camp. And then I got slack and stopped in January. We're on holidays and we're away and all that kind of stuff. And honestly and truly, I really noticed the difference. That's actually really true. I couldn't wait to get back and have a smoothie again. That's true. I've always known what good nutrition is, but I just didn't do it for myself. And part of it was a bit of a beat yourself up too. You don't deserve it, that kind of thing. So I had to sort of move past that. So it really was spiraling. So anxiety now looks for me like a mouse, not an ogre. It used to wake me up an hour after I went to sleep. So I'd be peacefully asleep and it would wake me up with that, oh my God, if there's something, everything's really bad, there's something really wrong. And then I'd be awake for hours. It was really awful. It was awful. And I realized that what I was eating was really feeding that. But also I had just fallen into this merry-go-round, this mental merry-go-round. So now anxiety, hardly looks like anything. And then it just became totally emotional and totally consuming. And it was really horrible. And I realized not long before the boot camp at that time that having had a round with antidepressants a few years before for a very similar thing, I was just thinking, you know what, I just can't get on top of this. I'll just go back on the tablets, and I'll just get myself straight again, and then I'll wean myself off, which I've done several times, and then I'll be right, And it just kind of hit me. I thought, you know what, no one is coming to save me for this. This is a little fight I have to wage on my own. And I found that I was equal to it. And in my 30s, if you had said I would be this, ball of anxiety, that vomits kind of thing, I would never have believed you. I was oblivious to everything through my younger years. It was only probably from about 40 on because I'm 59, that I kind of, just slipped down into that abyss. And one of the things I'm eternally grateful for, and I'm grateful every day is for having the resources, e.g. your boot camp, the internet, enough money to pay for a phone, etc., to have the resources to do the research and help myself. And I'm certainly not perfect by any way, but I feel like a different person, and it's true. And it started with the smoothies.
When I always thought I was just a normal family. Kids ate cereal for breakfast. I ate cereal for breakfast. I thought I was being healthy by having light milk, and I'd put like Special K with a Vitabrick because Vitabrick's healthy, and one of those plus cereals on top for a bit of extra flavour and stuff, and with my cut up a banana, and that was my healthy breakfast. And I used to work at Dreamworld when I first moved to Gold Coast, and I'd have a chocolate bar for my afternoon snack. That was just had one every day. And then I worked at a bakery. I used to have a cake every day, and we'd have dessert after dinner every night, and that was just normal. I didn't have lots of veggies for dinner. I mean, I tried to, you put out veggies and put out salad. Kids didn't eat that much of it, but, just thought it was normal. And then I turned 40 and I was feeling like rubbish, just absolutely terrible. I started getting sciatic nerve pain down my leg and stuff, and just taking Panadol was almost every few days because I just had headaches and didn't feel well. Yeah, so just really slowly, like that was over a couple of years of just learning and changing a little bit and adding vegetables each night. Like I'd just steam some vegetables and put them on the side of anything we were eating because I grew up with a meat and 3 veg type situation. So, and I'm not a good cook. I'd brown chicken and throw in a jar of something and throw it on some pasta, and that would be it. Whereas now, then I started just putting veggies out with it, salad with everything. Like kids weren't very big on eating steamed veggies, but they'd eat salad. So salad with every meal, just to give them something. Even if you're having pasta or if you're having whatever, just put some salad out. I'd cut up carrots before I started cooking, and the kids come in going, "Oh, what's for dinner when I'm hungry?" I'd say, "Here, have a carrot stick." Yeah. Start with a carrot, and they were happy to munch on carrot for an hour before dinner. So I thought, oh, that's good. So little things like that, really small things. But anyway, then I think I did your smoothie challenge. I realised all the stuff I could put in my smoothie, and I just slowly started putting in oats and chia seeds and just building it up really slowly though. So at first it was just a few seeds, and then I swapped out dairy milk for almond milk, and then I swapped out yogurt for an avocado, and now I put in kale, spinach, a whole premix, and even sweet potato, cauliflower, banana, berries. I was so surprised, and the way I feel so much better. I mean, I was eating cake and biscuits every day. It was just ridiculous. I don't even know why I did it. I didn't think anything of it.
Did you know that you weren't feeling your best when you were eating that way? Or did it take the change for you to think or realize, whoa, I'm actually feeling really good now?
I kind of thought it was normal. I thought, like, I used to say I've got a wuzzy head and I need to take some Panadols. So I think that's brain fog is what they call it now.
Yeah.
But so when the kids were little and I'd just be eating biscuits and stuff in between meals, and I mean, I thought I was healthy because I was eating light milk and cutting the fat off my meat and, not having soft drink. I stopped drinking soft drink years ago, so that was one good thing. But yeah, those were the things I thought were healthy. Oh, it's amazing the difference. Like most people don't realise that what they're putting in their mouth makes such a difference. Like I've spoken to people who are exercising and doing stuff, and then when I used to work in a bakery, there was a gym opposite. And people would go to the gym for an hour and they'd come over to the bakery and go, been in the gym, worked out for a whole hour, deserve a reward. And they'd pick out a cake. I'm like, okay, you probably need to do that about 10 more times to work this one cake off. But anyway, it just didn't make sense. Like even then when I wasn't really, that's when I was first learning about food. I was still working in the bakery and all the cakes and everything are sitting right there. And yeah, people think that the food doesn't matter and it's just working it off. But what you put in your mouth makes such a difference. Like it's not just calories, it's nutrients. I was trying to get bed by 10:30 and dragging myself out of bed at 7:30, and now my kids are teenagers now, so trying to get them to bed before 11 is impossible. And so I don't get to bed till after 11, and then I wake up 6:30 and jump out of bed and start getting my smoothie ready, and I'm awake and I don't have a headache. Yeah, it's amazing. So now, with 6 hours sleep, I get up with energy and I don't have to eat straight away. Don't have coffee or anything. Of course, I'm not as grumpy. I actually can deal with my kids a lot better. That's for a start. Like if you wake up and you're like, hurry up, get up, and you're just screaming at them. Now I go in and tickle them and muck around saying, come on, you gotta get up. Put my freezing cold hands on them these mornings when it's freezing cold, and they all push me away and stuff and come on, go get up. I'm not screaming at them as much, and yes, they drive me crazy, but I can handle it a bit more. I've actually found that it's just just happier as well, not just physically active more, but actual mentally happier as well. I started changing my own food first because I knew I can make a difference with what I'm putting on my fork. So I thought, well, I can make my own changes and then I can show them that, oh, look, I've been doing this and I feel so much better. Do what you can when you can. When you know better, do better. And sometimes you can't do better, but you try.